Hey, Aries. Just prepping the decks for the signs. We're gonna get back into the signs. If you are not overly familiar with tarot, this is just for fun, and this is not meant to show you your future. It's meant to be a thought-provoking exercise to gather about the potential situations coming out on the table. So if you are nowhere in the realm of what I'm talking about, then it's not even for you. We are going to get an overall energy from both the Halloween Oracle and the lesson cards to be mindful of for the next little chunk of time. Whenever you come to this, really, these are timeless. So, let's see. I was doing the weeklies for organizational purposes, to be honest with you, and life just isn't built that way. When it comes to extra things, this is extra, for fun. Remember, doesn't want to give us one. Oh, no, it did pop out. Okay, mommy, change. This was actually a very recent one. Now, the thing with the mummy is that they're preserved to hold on to that which they gained in this life for the next. But in the card it also suggests that, don't write my band-aid, that you may be approaching a change, that things won't be the same. So underneath is invisibility, authenticity. So be open to showing who you really are. Okay, I did shuffle this, but I'll do it a few more times I can. Change. Maybe you weren't being authentic about something? I'm not calling you out. It could just be subconsciously, like anything from the soul lessons. Oh, we have two. Regret and death. Change. Isn't that interesting? Regret. I know that I cannot change the past. To be honest with you, this is the second time I'm trying your reading. You had a different card come out last time, which was Vampire. Which had a lot to do with recognizing if somebody is in that energy and not it's that emotional intelligence. So learning to recognize the signs when other people are vampiric in some way, which could even be your own thoughts. Honestly, you steal your joy with your own negativity, like that kind of thing. Okay. Why am I going into that? Okay, somebody needed to hear that, Depth. I'm learning that endings are merely beginnings. So there's the change. Change. It's like, change. And that I cannot change the past. And death. A prior cycle is over. Okay. We're going to do a Celtic Cross with this big guy, which it's just the two Kim Krantz Animal Spirit decks, both tarot and Animal Spirit cards. I always shuffle again. If I see the bottom, I shuffle again, so I try not to look. If I see it, I see it. I did shuffle this several times already, but I like to do it a few times on camera for y'all. Excuse me. Okay. So a Celtic Cross with these themes of change and death. Well, like, possible tower moment? We'll see. You. Oh yeah, and also I use two cards for each placement, so they kind of clarify themselves. You. What crosses? Headspace. root of the matter. Recent past and your future. How you see yourself. How others see you. Hopes and fears. Outcome. With an overall energy of the rabbit. Very pretty. The words that are popping up are not what this card means. So I'm like trying to decipher why I'm getting them. I heard pensive and tentative. It's not. No. What? So I'd usually see this figure as a little I guess nervous in a way, but not like losing their shit or anything. Just like it's around the corner. Like, what's up with that bird up there? Like, it's not quite a mouse energy. Tentative. What's the word I got? Pensive. Okay, sure. You. Earthworm and lion. You're someone that considers yourself strong, but you keep going through the same cycles anyways, that you're looking at it. You're witnessing your own cycles. What crosses you? Defending your 10 of Cups? I mean, I can't say for sure if you have this yet or not. Maybe you're working towards it. But defensive. You're not quite the lion there. Maybe this is one of your cycles. Being defensive. Powerful. But maybe a little over the top. Especially since it's what crosses. It kind of gives it a little bit of a problematic overtone. Headspace. Son of Wands and the Six of Cups. So it's giving me Emperor vibes because the Emperor and Empress are trees also in this. These feel like conflicting energies, that's why I'm pausing. Because the Son of Wands is like passionate and action oriented, but he's looking towards the past or something nostalgic. Maybe, roots. Baby. Thank you, honey. You cannot change the past. On your headspace, you're mulling over the past. Maybe there's something you think that needs to be reconciled there. Okay. Because I know that I cannot change the past. I'm learning that endings are merely beginnings. This might be a facing of you can only do what you can do now. Yep. Six of Pentacles to the Five of Pentacles. So it's funny, it's like I got just hanging on and now disappointed. Those flowers were already drooping and now they're dying, which death and transformation is a very much a theme here. Okay, alright. Recent past, tarantula and starfish. Okay. Yeah, maybe we're a little too bold in the past. It's funny. You never try to, like, try not to internalize other readings. It is very hard to. This is looking a little too bold, especially since the starfish is, even in the book, it's a very sort of superficial energy, along with the peacock, but although it has another layer to it. This would be a slightly more superficial even than that. But doing it boldly. I have thoughts and feelings about that, but I think that's all that we need to tie in here. Okay, near future. Judgment. Judgment and the 7 of Cups. Near future. It's funny because in the last reading I actually restarted it because I went on this crazy tangent about not being able to change the past. But, and not ruminating. That we tend to ruminate it until that went into the vampiric energy. Tend to ruminate over things until you find action steps. Right? So you have options moving forward, near future. You gotta decide. You have to decide. Because the root of the matter is these disappointments. Headspace is wanting to change. Okay. So it goes from the 6 to the 7. So, but judgment is called. You have to make a choice on what to do next. You have to make a choice. You have to look at those options and make a choice. So you see yourself as. It's an interesting image. Okay, sorry. Cosmic egg, which is snake with coiled around a cosmic egg, and then octopus. So this is how you see yourself. If you look at the octopus, it's I guess it's brain-like structure there. It looks very similar to the cosmic egg. And these are both like clinging energies. Similar to the colors in the clinging of the past. You even see yourself as clinging to the past. It's just so funny to me. And even with the cycles. The cycle here that you're looking at. That's a lion. Because it said who you are is the lion, right? But this is who you see yourself as. You see yourself as clinging. It's so funny. Oh, that's so funny. You cannot change the past. You can't hold on to the past. You have to move forward. Oh. Mm-hmm. But you see it. You do see it. You're having a little trouble, though. I can tell. Because if all this color was your 10 of Cups, you're defensive about it. Because you believe you already had the 10 of Cups. It's possible that that's no longer the case. For a variety of reasons that I can't possibly even imagine. It's going to be different for everybody. Okay. How other people see you. 9 of Cups and the owl. Oh, so funny to me. So funny. Okay, so what crosses you? You believed you were this panther defending your 10. Other people see you as only having the 9, and you're on your own. My progress chart is Aries, so like I'm relating to this. Heavy. It's so funny, you don't think this stuff's gonna come out for you, but like you see what you know. Like that's, you can't help it. Now the owl is not bad energy. It just tends to be singular. You know. Not necessarily a fool. But on your own, which is not always the best. But the 9 of Cups is nothing to scoff at. Like, you are satisfying. So, hopes and fears. Interesting. Seven of Swords and the Temperance. It's like a fear and then a hope. But then again, this Band-Aid is thrashed. So, this version of deception could be external, could be internal, could be just tension in some way. Your hope is to balance that out. Outcome. Okay, interesting. So the outcome is the Crow and the 4 of Wands. You are still holding on. You are still holding on. You don't have your entire body wrapped around it, but you're gonna hold on to a piece of it. Yeah, we'll put it that way. You'll hold on to a piece of it. That's so funny. But 4 of Wands is like a celebration card that is stability in your own balance. So it seems like in some way you will be tempering whatever that potential issue was. Oh, I didn't know it was hopes and fear, so it's not necessarily that the 7 of Swords happened. Wow, okay. The majors out here are actually just Judgment and Temperance. So if you're ruminating over even a perceived 7 of Swords, I know that the 6 of Cups is not action steps, but with Judgment, it's seeming like a choice should be made because they're together. Like, the 7 of Cups tends to be options, even if they're illusionary. So, you know, use your discernment, use your judgment. Okay. There's that whole, if you don't make a choice, you're making... Not making a choice is making a choice. Make your choice, or something will happen anyways. So take your action steps. So even if... Okay, that's another thing. So even if you don't really know where you're going yet, work towards some desires. Work towards a desired outcome. Even if you're not 100% sure what all that entails. Okay? Like, if there are a lot of things in your life that are very much up in the air, maybe write down some hopes. So maybe you'll land somewhere around those. Should you plant the manifestation seeds now? Yes, action steps, action steps. I think Aries can do that. You like to keep moving, right? Anyways, I hope this finds you well and that this helped in some little way. Love you.